Happy Sunday. Well, this is your style appetizer. Your very bright and brilliant and light infused style appetizer for the week. It is not just Sunday, it is also the festival of Diwali, which is the festival of lights. Now, I love me some candles. And these are fire candles. Doesn't always have to be a fire candle, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's talk about the fact that all the traditions that we have talk about light and the light from within, and um, we celebrate the Festival of Lights in India. We celebrate it for Christmas. We celebrate for Hanukkah. All most of the spiritual traditions have light involved. And why do you think that is? That is because this is who you are. This is who we all are. And doing this does not serve the world. So once a year, we're invited, actually, um, Jewish people, my tradition, we are invited to be reminded of the fact that we are this every week for Shabbat. And Shabbat, by the way, outranks any holiday. So every week, every Friday, we light the lights of Shabbat to remind us about the light in ourselves and the light in the world. And so, as it is all over the world, um, people from Indian heritage, and I don't know how many others, but in India, many, many people celebrate the festival of Diwali. So, my suggestion or my invitation to all of us is to keep candles on hand. And for those of you who watched a couple of weeks ago, we were inviting you to my Amazon store, and I was sharing about these beautiful lights. Can you see that they move? This battery just unfortunately ran out. I just found out that the battery ran out. I have to replace it. These are the lights that are all over my house and that I find the most, they give the most beautiful light, and I don't have to concern myself with them. I light candles, the physical candles I used to light, and I still do sometimes, um, around 6 o'clock, 5:30, depending on when the light goes away as it's transitioning to go into darkness. And these are on timers, and you can decide when they go on. So let's say you are out and you come home and it's already dark, your candles are burning so that you do not come into a dark home. And that is essentially just a metaphor for how we live our lives. How do we keep the light in our hearts and the light in the people within us and around us, meaning within us, meaning the people that are not in such a good mood and having a bad day, but there's another person inside of you that's like really having fun. Those all live inside us at the same time as they do outside of us, as they do with us. So people who are in our lives who are having a rough time, be the light in other people's lives. By being a light in your own life, you are essentially being the light in somebody else's life. And as I always say, seek your greatness rather than your guilt. And you can do that in so many different ways. You can do it with these candles, and then you can choose to do a reflective candle holder that's crystal, and just add a tea light. Look, all I've done is added a tea light to a candle holder. If you don't have a big candle, it doesn't matter. What matters is that, because that's who you are. Because this candle, let me show you, it doesn't matter how big the stand is or how little the stand is. It doesn't matter how tall our bodies are, how big, how small. Your light, light, this flame can light a whole ballroom and billions of other candles. It can give its light to other candles without ever diminishing its own light. So here we are. And I'll say more about that when it comes to Hanukkah and Christmas. But for now, this is my reminder to you. And if you'd like to get these, they're in my Amazon store. Make sure that you go there. They're ridiculously available, meaning price-wise available. You can give them to other people, you can send them out. And it's something that I find makes me so happy, and it's so easy. So now take a candle and a glass of wine, go play in your closet, and literally let me know which corner of the universe you're lighting up today. I can't wait to hear. Have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you soon. See you next week.